Are we live? I guess we're live. Welcome everyone. Just filmed another segment for the More main channel, so always need to adjust the camera again. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, audio, advanced Linux sound architecture, of course. Well, Pulse audio probably would work somewhat, but anyway. Nothing like having freaking matching audio card in your Hewlett-Packard precision architecture right here for, did I probably not have Neofitch, oops, here. Yeah, previous video, I was surprised at auctions matching PCI sound card. I was surprised it wasn't a bloody Philips Sonic engine, but just a good old-fashioned ICE, C-Media, CMI, just some cables. CMI 8738 as per also. Probably soon I should post everything only on like this gorgeous hardware. Then OnlyFans, probably I shouldn't post all this amazing vintage and retro stuff live for free on Instagram. Probably want to spend €8 or so for some OnlyFans, right? That is a card. Unfortunately, I got the probably later revision or so where on the earlier revisions they had an removed logo and Philips printed Philips Sonic engine or so on it. Anyway, finally plugged it in there. I'm happy, fans are happy, and the only thing is, like, if I play, so there is some default configuration, probably some DMX whatever plugin is not happy about whatever, but if I HW, it's like, yeah, details. Anyway, so theoretically I also wonder, the other time I had a kernel that where Radeon was working. Radeon FBA invalid, so that is ROM failed, so that must be the kernel I patched that away. Did I only boot that over? Apparently I only booted, maybe I only network booted that. I apparently didn't install that, which is, but anyway, don't need a graphic terminal today. So also on the RISC front, we built 26 or so architecture combinations, and then of course people ask for, hey, don't you have ARM version 5? It's like, do you know, build Cortex 8. So I also changed, because only fans demand ARM flavor. And that's the thing on my microkernel. Yes, we will, it's November, the T2 release is nearly ready. Famous last words. This is why already 2 or so plus years ago on my More main channel there, former microkernel dreams with an nano microkernel with hardware abstraction layer, all the good stuff. I want to more experiment with jitting nearly everything, obviously user-space drivers, previous design video, because it's of course hilarious, right? Not only on x86, we built Athlon 64 for the first AMD x86-64 version 0, version 1 implementation, and it's like everyone wants more performance. I build ARM x86-64 version 3, and then people come like, I can't boot it on my yesterday's core to do. So in my opinion, in so many ways, certainly hashtag Peakbox, right? Don't need to look much further than Mac OS, Windows, or Systemd and Pulse Audio. In so many ways, IT, computer science and stuff, at least, well, maybe computer science has done better, but certainly the commercial implementations and other hobby OS implementation details and stuff gone wrong and leave a little bit, if not a lot, to be desired. And it's also crazy, right, that we, for this small instruction set variants, we recompile everything. It's obviously running here already. The RISC-V will be there. You would ask, isn't it much better with the RISC-V? No, of course not. RISC-V started with a basic, like really reduced instruction set architecture, and which I otherwise cherish and love. But not even rotate instruction. There is now a bit manipulation extension with rotate, and people previously on my more main channel on RISC-V stuff, but dude, RISC-V doesn't even have freeing rotate instruction. Actually, I checked that. Of course, I was aware of that, and there is a bit manipulation extension. Actually, I wanted to implement that. Certainly, Claire has an implementation, I guess, somewhere. I didn't find it immediately, but I would guess Claire has an implementation. I wanted to implement that for the FPGA, but I didn't need to because I built some basic firmware stuff with GCC enabling bit manipulation extension, because latest GCC, maybe in the meantime even LVM Clang, have that for RISC-V. And I was, to my surprise, of course, with normal code flow, of course, you never have rotate instruction. Right? For what would you have rotate? So much to the fanboys, the x86 complex fanboys of, dude, RISC-V does not even have rotate instructions. You're like, go through your binaries, count rotate instructions. The major thing, of course, you could need rotate instruction is hashing, security, crypto and stuff, especially then for constant time algorithms, where your algorithm runs in constant time and not like how many bits are set on some, or like how many, bits are set. Anyway, so yeah, I've been there, I wanted to try that, didn't even have to try that. So unless you run crypto hashing and crypto algorithms and stuff, you probably don't need that. Long story short, so but then also RISC-V vector extension. Of course, modern stuff will have bit manipulation extension for that instructions for crypto, but obviously also vector. So for RISC-V, we have exactly the same. So we need some extremely tiny nano-JIT thing. Of course, there are nano-JIT things, but like portable and scaling. Yes, it sounds like Java, like maybe Java done right, Java on steroids. We will see how much you'll share, like, and subscribe, and how much time I can sink into that endeavor. So with the stuff, of course, comes winter, of course, the PA, the freaking quad core dual processor, PCI, PA, the last and greatest, the nearly greatest, the only, I think, as far as I remember, the only greater than this PA 8900. Thanks for this amazing viewer donation, by the way. Although, as usual, I already spent €100 for upgrading that second CPU, wasn't in there. Plus a matching audio card for 23, and a freaking Firewire card, which I've not even tested yet, but shows up there. So I plugged in some Firewire card. Firewarden? Can't even mix that stuff up. Anyway. What was my point? My point is it's warming my feet and my leg. It's warm. So yeah, comes winter, comes autumn, comes winter, and you have no gas. Get your vintage retro Sunspark HPPA-RISC SG-Octane stuff. You know, one side HPPA-RISC, one side SG-Octane. Anyway, theoretically we have some stuff to check. So it was mostly working. Also for the ARM stuff, of course, with this ARM stuff, there's always a win-win. Previously we had, and I probably in a live stream a year ago, I was questioning myself whether that's the best thing we could do for ARM. We had here only CPUs, and I was already wondering some time ago if it's not better. It's probably new in GCC since some years, I guess. I'm not sure if that always was in there, but in any case, it is there now. Theoretically, maybe we could use ARM version 8, but that is 64-bit. No. Anyway, so I added that new last night, because of course I do. Because people ask, and because I wondered the last time if it would not be better if we build for ARM version 7 instead of some random Cortex A8, because who has just this Cortex A8? Of course, it usually would work, except some extensions here and there. So I tried that now. So that is the other win-win of view-only fans requesting, also OnlyFans there, right? Linked, comments below. So I added that, and of course I added that, and there's a bug. I didn't test that enough. So I tried this with version 6 because there was version 4T and stuff, and those didn't have specific thumb. Maybe they always have thumb extensions, I guess, maybe, whatever. But anyway, so that didn't build, and I looked into that already before the live stream. And so that didn't build because, that is just a common denominator for -M, -R, -A application, embedded and stuff profile. So yeah, nothing like fixing a bug. Was there more to that? Alright, there's actually more to that. Now that I did that, maybe there is actually still... Good that I check this before I commit this, because this also alters the architecture. Of course, we programmed that. I mean, nothing alters actually the camera. It's always when I move my camera and then it's not positioned as amazing as it once was. Yeah, that's you get from being a cheapskate and using your 25-year-old microphone stand for a camera. As a pro tip, you can use any other stand. I mean, obviously, I try this for future, right? I use everything I have for decades, and even then, I probably other people, other museum and collectors inherit stuff. All right, I forgot my recycled LED light bulb because, of course, this LED light bulb broke, and I connected a lab power supply because it's not the LED filament, but the in-socket constant current source broke. I still have it here. Probably not going to repair it anyway. So yeah, pro tip, if your LED light bulb breaks, maybe it's just a constant current source and you can still wire, I mean, either repair it, but that is usually filled with garbage, with glue, but you can still run it on lab or other power supply. So, arch, so you see, even with our studio lighting, it's just a bloody, probably 11, maybe less, whatever it was. Even that we use forever, until even that light bulb will break. Arch, target. I know that works. Actually, okay, maybe I adapted. How does that work? Or did I... Because I just wrote this code last night at midnight, I'm surprised it works. I mean, not only at Twitter, you work day and night, even live here on this unsuccessful one-man YouTube Linux distribution. We work day and night. What did I program that this works? That would be in, would it be here? Yes, it is here. So that should be that. What did I do here? ARM version. This is bloody ARM 7. So this is old-fashioned stuff. This ARM implementation numbers thing always confused the heck out of me. We remove all dash. Oh, okay. I removed all dash yesterday. All right. Was there also? So we have ARM version 7. I mean, very theoretically, I mean, I committed that already. Would it be better to have this ARM version? Nah, whatever. I don't move it now again. Okay, so that worked. Did I had a working copy change in there too? Actually, oh, wait a second, I had. I didn't commit this yet. Okay, as I didn't commit this yet, let's move that to maybe the bottom. So we have, maybe it's a little bit less confusing. So we have old-fashioned stuff first, and then all the modern stuff, and then fallback. Although it's basically avoiding to hardcode even more stuff like all this Cortex and whatever something stuff. So everything defaults to version 7 unless it's explicitly listed there. So good. So far so good. As per usual, we have still way more. The problem is we have people tuning in. This is on the HPPA-RISC. So we still had an issue here that segmentation faulted. Did even the freaking config work? So it's the first time, obviously I used the HPPA-RISC HPPA 64-bit kernel. And although I think, I'm not even that sure, am I sure? I thought I previously, when I had the less performances, 300 or so, and 600 or 800? 900 megahertz? How much of them? How fast was the other PA-RISC? But the irony is, even so, I don't want to demotivate people, but the truth is, actually the config actually freaking works. I probably should not say that. But the irony is, given that I usually need to epic thread rip through stuff and don't want to waste too many electrons, I didn't even use the last hardware donations the most, some like 1000. and the HPPA-RISC, obviously. Although maybe I should use, but if you are into OnlyFans and pretty pictures, I also brought with my own hard-earned money this card off of eBay for a whopping €12. So now I have also Sun Elite 3D that ironically has a lower resolution but more 3D acceleration. 3D deacceleration. So I probably should use my Sun Blade and stuff more often. I also have the matching open firmware BIOS ATE card. There was one ATE card XVR 100, I think. So it has the benefit of having at least some halfway decent modem. It's whatever that was. ATI RV 100, 200, 300, something of that sort, whatever. So yeah, and even a freaking DVI output. I probably should use, but I said this before, I will probably try sometime soon start, I mean, except it wastes some electrons, but using this as daily, like every YouTube live stream, sitting here with a classic vintage Unix workstation running T2 Linux. 1 week SG Octane, 1 week Sun, Virtual Spark and stuff. So if I remember, this crashed the last time I tried that. We probably, and yeah, this is quad core, right? Dual socket quad core. Actually wanted to check the performance of the, sometimes I digress here a little bit. So this was workstation, Hewlett Packard, so that was, did they even, was it Z1? 750. I think I guesstimated around 600 to 900, right? So fair. Not too far off. I wonder that probably could also run a 64-bit kernel. But yeah, nothing like some quad core. So yeah, and that is why we usually epic thread rip that on latest and greatest. People wonder, why do I not build this on real hardware? It's like, yeah, exactly that. That is the reason. Obviously I need that faster building than. But that is also the bloat, right? I remember it felt, in my memory at least, it felt faster in my memory on a 270 megahertz Sun Ultra Spark 2i, the Ultra 5. So it is crazy. It's running the compiler. So why is that so slow? I mean, this is loading files. So that is all bloat on the compiler, right? Probably GCC was probably a magnitude faster. Back in the day. So yeah, not sure what it's doing now. No, probably I should run that on Tmux. So yeah, quad core, 1 gigahertz, yeah, and that stuff. Maybe I should also, I mean, so yeah, click command line error division by 0 attempted. GNU org. How did that help? Although I thought the last time Bash crashed. This is page fault in build package, though. Didn't even remember that. So yeah, would need to debug that. The one thing I would try first before I spend excessive amounts trying to debug stuff. Wait, did I now kill ICQ shell? Which IP was it even? 51? Probably. Maybe the one thing I should try. Darn. I should more of the, actually probably I should make the default. And this kind of convenience, of course, normal people don't want to Google that. Also, probably could read the stone sources. I should more often. By the way, does it not support? Let's run this in the background. Did that not work too? No. Let's see. All right. Did I? Wait a second. Is this not the? I zoomed in there. That explains why my secure shell disappeared too. Didn't disappear. Lang. see if that works. And it does. Amazing. I mean, so Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture support, PA-RISC support, HPPA-RISC support. It's not that broken. I mean, we could theoretically, is that the bash core dump? Actually, the... so one thing I also wanted to check is, yeah, it's been bash build package. So, I mean, it could be so much, and we also have our own acceleration plugin loaded in there, probably, maybe. So one thing I actually wanted to try is rsync all this stuff over, the rebuild, because actually, and that is the thing why T2 stores the build config here. Yeah, so this was with stack smashing protector. Maybe it's simply stack smashing protector. Did I disable that for the rebuild? I still have pi on though. So previously I had pi off and SPP on, now I have pi on and SPP off. Oh man. I'll probably rebuild it fully. So it could be something as simple as stack smashing protector, right? Nothing like your own stuff. So... because it's the same userland, we probably better do the same. If it crashes for one, it's likely it crashes for the other two. I mean, I thought it previously didn't crash, so what we can do is rsync this stuff over. Did I run this with compression? Set standard 3. So that is, what was the IP of, I think that T2 cleaner, HPPA, build, HPPA 64, and our new actually, we probably don't want to run that with probably darn, without twitching. And welcome everyone. Good afternoon. Happy to hear that. These ARM clicks. Yes, was it you who asked on Discord, wasn't it? So we have that stuff building. I probably want to do that with less verbosity. No point of wasting CPU cycles and network bandwidth. I mean, theoretically, I have a stack of FireWire stuff here. I mean, very theoretically, I could actually try if the FireWire card works. But if I test it any further and make it any better, you soon can't afford it anymore. By the way, did you already go and all subscribe to the $8 YouTube fan subscription? What do we build there, though? Why is it rebuilding that? Did I rename that differently? Interesting. Maybe the config wasn't fully regenerated. Bummer. Let's commit that. Architecture ARM, so that makes that much better. Very theoretically, should we commit this as separate commits? So that is... You probably don't see that, right? Probably. You know what, let's... Alright, we have this full screen. Okay. Okay, for you, I knew that fixed. I still don't see this fully. Nah. Because otherwise stuff doesn't build, and not even glibs obviously. So if you don't have all the application profile things and instructions, and that all there, so alt-tag translation to cover newly added. So there goes that. No, we don't have a progress though. That was very clever. Nothing like testing your workstation a bit. It could be faster, couldn't it? I wonder what is maxing out here. Okay, apparently crypto is maxing out. Has someone faster crypto for HPPA-RISC? Maybe we should tell net that. But what was the unencrypted? Was it RCP, remote copy or something? Maybe should. And if modern NFS wouldn't be such a clusterfuck, I could also NFS mount it, but so that already starts to work. We probably shouldn't store anything in def, and actually, now that I think about it, I think Stack Smashing Protector was not even supported for HPPA-RISC. It probably doesn't make a big difference. That it's probably pointless to try that. Did we not bind mount that? Oh darn, I think I bind mounted some. I bind mounted some nonsense. Because I didn't exit the change root as much as I thought I would. And we can type a little bit shorter, but not that it would help much, but yeah, so much too. Oh, right. The only benefit is you can more easily change that, and don't have the highest hopes, given that we are. I mean, I'm surprised we had SPP on, because that didn't work on. So I don't have the highest hopes that this fixes the issue here. Did we rsync enough already for compiler to work? So here, compile time, right? C++. Also a quad core, right? A bit of a difference, though. I'm sure that's fine. So how fast will this crash? Yeah, debugging, if this continues to... Oh, wait a second. Are we just somehow lucky? Or, I mean, this previously it didn't do that. Also, it didn't rebuild the tools. Did some major improvement indeed really fix something? I should actually someday, this is so unprofessional. I hope it wasn't me who did this, but of course it doesn't really matter. Someone did this, needs fixing, fix. Stupid lure, my lips, nonsense stuff there. Yeah, I mean it was state of the art and stuff 20 years ago, but yeah, that was 20 years ago. 20 years of exponential performance. That is what peak performance looked like. I'm sure with GCC 295 or GCC 3 it compiled a whole whopping faster though. Do we even do something, or do we just... Maybe it actually will crash the same. Actually, not sure. Oh, it does something. Actually, I'm surprised that it does something. Oh wait, what was it there? Was it crash? Oh no, this was just top redrawing. Yeah, stack protector is not supported, which is I'm wondering why it didn't maybe even not make a difference. Are we also LTOing there? Nothing like rebuilding stuff. Actually, I'm surprised it does something substantially better than previously. But hey, you're on the live channel of the best Linux distribution money can't buy, so you probably want to share, like, and subscribe, and get your verified T2 Linux member status there. So stuff was building there. I only wonder now. Now we rebuild, but so the new ARM stuff probably mostly builds because yeah, I manually. So this is rebuilding because I so much to manually editing your configuration file. So here, need to keep building that. Unfortunately, rebuilding it, but nothing like testing, more testing. That really built lure. I'm surprised and impressed. But I mean, yeah, attention to detail, dedication. 25 hours a day. Don't even need to disable Pi then. Maybe theoretically. So stick smashing protector we had off, but I'm slightly wondering that it didn't rebuild stuff. Let's maybe touch something. We are at change route, so Lure JIT has completely no support. Let's see what happens. It shouldn't build that, I guess. Mostly want to stability test this. Build stuff. So yeah, we have some more stuff to debug though, more mainstream stuff. Wonder maybe we should do this in the second video to maximize views and income to finance all this fun hobby stuff here. Maybe I take, as the only thing is this is relatively high, my stack of FireWire stuff. Actually, I also need a FireWire cable from my carefully curated box storage archiving system for quality cables. Which kernel did we actually? I could copy the kernel over. Which one did we? I mean, theoretically, I could also. I mean, that is the thing, right? Why I'm asking you for joining here this YouTube membership or Patreon stuff. There's also a new kernel. The new kernel doesn't build with the VDSO stuff. Not entirely sure why not. I thought I YOLO'd that sufficiently, but somehow it didn't. Do I have this even on a to-do? Let's see, I think the last time it crashed. I mean, maybe it was just hiding that. Maybe it was just creating some conf file thing here and it will segment page fold similar and just continuing to build will. Oh no, it does not page fold. Wow. So something of my new build improved it somehow magically. I think Logit should not have support for that. Why does it even try to build that? Are we somehow building the wrong config? No, HPPA-RISC. Why can we force to build that? That is bizarre. Strange. Anyway, doesn't matter the most. So yeah, there goes that. For some magic reason that cured itself. So it's not a kernel, so we're still running the same kernel. So somehow this user space fixed that. Other thing also finished. So yeah, I guess Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture is, we can declare that production ready, I would say. We can listen to FLAC audiophile audio files, lossless compressed audio files. We can rebuild packages. You can probably ignore that. That was only the one page fault. So yeah, is it everything I wanted to test today? Probably kind of, mostly. So there goes that. Fixed, maybe. So yeah, that we can probably prioritize. That would be nice if we can build a new kernel. So did that. Yeah, so then the two major things that would be nice are Firefox starting as it's supposed to start. You can't make this stuff up 2022. Believe Firefox doesn't start by itself anymore. And the fonts, the fixed fonts to work by default, like all of them for Xterm. Anyway, that's it for the RISC-V testing. By the way, I think we did it fully shut down. Is it halted? I think somehow doesn't switch off fully for some reason. So there goes that. Do I have, maybe should I copy the, I don't have the reset in the history. Pity. Yeah, okay, not the most important. To fill the PCA audio card in there. So yeah, ARM is better, Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture makes progress, is also better. Much other random stuff. Quite some random stuff accumulated, as it usually does. So yeah, I tried around there with Spark, but that is missing too many atomic operations, instructions and stuff. So I'm not even sure if I need to commit this random nonsense here. But I will basically build this vintage 32-bit Spark stuff without GL for now, which is also why I marked all those all those drivers, not Spark. Anyway, that's it for this video. Some progress a day keeps bitrot away. Some dust. Probably the HPPA-RISC blew some dust into the room. Anyway, hope you learned something and enjoyed this. More troubleshooting come maybe a little bit later. Have a good day or night. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for the next fun stuff to come. Hey, and 0 frame for some reason, but the audio glitches are still there. I heard that, so previous more main channel video, nothing like pulse audio and USB glitch.